For decades, severe liver damage was the cost of heavy drinking. Today, hospitals find dark, corrupted livers in people who rarely consume alcohol. Nearly a third of the global population is developing fat deposits in their liver, driven entirely by metabolic overload. It is a condition newly classified as MASLD. What makes this epidemic particularly deceptive is who it affects. A massive portion of these patients have a completely normal body mass index and appear perfectly healthy. Clinicians classify this as the TOFI phenotype: thin on the outside, fat on the inside. On the surface, two people can look identical, but beneath the muscle wall, dense fat is quietly suffocating the internal organs. Relying on a mirror or a standard bathroom scale creates a dangerous illusion of health, masking the collapse of the body's metabolic engine. This internal fat storage is accelerating, striking people in their 20s and 30s. Populations with Asian and Indian ancestry carry a specific genetic vulnerability to it. Instead of storing excess energy safely beneath the skin as subcutaneous fat, this genetic profile prioritizes a deadlier route. It packs deep visceral fat directly against the liver and intestines. Because organs lack the pain receptors found in skin and muscle, this accumulation happens in total silence. The only warning signs are vague fatigue or brain fog, easily dismissed as a normal part of a busy week. A lack of physical pain does not equal an absence of disease. For modern desk workers, this internal pressure acts as a quiet ticking clock. Evolution built the liver to serve as the body's ultimate energy manager. Its primary function is to continuously switch between storing glucose after a meal and burning fat during a fast. This process relies on metabolic flexibility. The liver requires biological rhythms, specifically periods of fasting and deep sleep, to reset its internal engine. Today's environment short-circuits that rhythm. We stay frozen at a desk, surrounded by artificial light, replacing the movement our biology expects with prolonged stagnation. This constant, low-level lifestyle stress keeps cortisol elevated. That cortisol signals the liver to lock into storage mode, preventing it from ever entering its natural recovery cycle. Human biology requires dynamic physical effort to function correctly. Forcing it into continuous stressed stagnation breaks the mechanism that processes energy. Into this stalled engine, we pour a constant stream of liquid sugars, sweetened teas, juices, and processed foods. It is a volume of fast-absorbing energy the liver was never designed to process. The body tries storing this energy in standard fat cells. Reaching their limit, they shut their doors to insulin. The cells fail, triggering a lipid spillover into the circulatory system. Bypassing normal clearance, these toxic lipids flood the portal vein, dumping straight into liver tissue. This state is known as lipotoxicity. The ectopic fat physically chokes the liver cells, breaking their ability to read insulin signals and causing them to pump unnecessary glucose back into the blood. Ectopic fat acts as an active toxin. By shutting down insulin signaling in the liver, it forces the entire biological system into a metabolic crisis. Fatty liver disease operates as the primary engine driving what clinicians call metabolic syndrome. A choked liver directly accelerates the cascade of high blood pressure, heart disease, and type 2 diabetes. Attempting to lower blood pressure or blood sugar provides only temporary relief if the liver itself remains metabolically paralyzed. The fat accumulation is the earliest visible warning sign of a much wider systemic collapse. Yet, unlike almost any other organ in the human body, the liver possesses a remarkable capacity to regenerate its own tissue. When the metabolic stress stops, the liver heals. The first step to repairing the gut-liver axis requires aggressively removing hidden liquid sugars and ultra-processed foods to halt the toxic spillover. The second step is building lean mass. Resistance training provides a more protective effect than standard cardio by expanding muscle tissue and absorbing that energy. Skeletal muscle acts as a massive metabolic sink. It gives circulating glucose a place to burn safely, entirely bypassing the overburdened liver. The final step requires strict management of sleep and circadian rhythms. Lowering evening cortisol levels signals the liver that the crisis has passed, allowing it to finally shift back into fat-burning mode. Health is measured by how your metabolism handles energy, not by your outer dimensions. Defending that engine means cutting the hidden toxins and moving with purpose to heal from the inside out.